Okay, so this is going to be a reading for Leo. This is the month of July. It doesn't actually matter, but there's something about being in the clouds. Someone's in the clouds. I'm getting a picture of clouds. I'm also seeing someone that's like laying on a beach looking up at the clouds. And someone is really grateful for the family that they have, that they've been given. Someone is able to see the growth that's happened in life. It's almost like once you were you're reflecting on a time where you were pretty low, and you're realizing now that you have this abundance of everything, of family. You were given basically what you wanted. Yeah, that's a nice place to be. You have the Ace of Cups coming out, so that's your current energy. That's the main energy of the reading. That's the heart of the reading. And let's see. I'm feeling like some type of fur. Like maybe you have an animal, or you're getting an animal, or that's been a part of finding this comfort, is with some sort of animal. Something about a triple crown. I don't know what that is, but something about a triple crown. And there's some attention being brought to a very specific part of this illustration. And there are 2 dots that are actually above this like point, and they might even be diamonds that are set within the cup. So maybe that's what you're feeling, fixed. Like you're feeling there's some sort of something that's precious, like you are shining essentially. That's what. Okay, let's there's a card that needs to be pulled for how you're feeling specifically, so let's pull one. Okay, so you're like, I've been given the keys. I'm looking at the keys at the bottom. You might even be just moving into a new place, or maybe you like, I'm seeing someone unlocking their car door as well. Maybe you got a new car, something. You've gotten something new that you have the key to, and it's a physical object. But this is about, these 2 cards were pulled for in regards to your emotions. So it's like you're feeling rich, you're feeling like you finally have whatever it is. There's this accomplishment. There's this ease and this sense of accomplishment that I don't think you've ever felt. And actually, I keep getting an image of someone that I went to school with when I was pretty young, and I wasn't really close to this person at all. Like I really don't know anything about them. But I do know that they were often fairly depressed, and like now there's this sense of contentment, and I'm seeing someone who's just like finding beauty in these like very mundane activities, like just cooking for kids, just cooking for their family is like bringing so much comfort. There's a conversation that's happening, maybe with your partner and a father. I'm seeing two men talking to each other, and it's like, it seems like a son-in-law with a father, and they're actually talking. I'm not sure what it is they're talking about. Maybe the son-in-law is trying to get advice from the father, but you're not really aware of this. It's almost like there's someone who's, this is separate from what I was saying to begin. There's someone who's struggling a little bit more to just like provide for the family, and they're not really telling this main person, and so they're reaching out to their father-in-law because they know that he'll be able to provide just like direct knowledge, direct information. I'm also seeing the image of like the Rolling Stones like icon. Do with that whatever you would like to do. The time on the camera right now was 7:07. There's something significant about 7 or 14. But 7 is before 8, and 8 is known to be like a very lucky, a very fortunate number. It's a sign of wealth, right? So it's like maybe you're right before this place. I'm also seeing someone stepping up like these concrete steps, and they're trying to help their child like walk up the stairs. They're very small. They're in a like very a small like pink dress, so it's probably a little girl. And look, back to whoever I was reading for at the beginning. Like in the past, you weren't really confident just being who you were, and you were very hidden, and you were probably very withdrawn. And now you're just like, you kind of are able to reflect on all of those times that you caused suffering in yourself by just limiting yourself, by not believing in your own capacity. And this 7 of Pentacles is coming up like continuously in everyone's reading, and there has to be something important here. So let's just dive into the illustration a little bit more. So if you look at the colors that this person is wearing, they're wearing blue, which represents the throat, which represents communication. They're wearing orange, which represents creation. So you also see that more pentacles are drawn on the left side of the card, and the left side is related to the feminine yin nature. So this is where the abundance is. let's go back to your Ace of Cups. And let's pull a 12 house spread. I'm also seeing an older pair of sisters who have really short blonde hair, and they're just like kind of the cool aunts, and I don't know what the relevance is to them, but it's like maybe they're going on this trip together. They're really excited about it. So in your first house, you have the Two of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and then the Nine of Pentacles. So this is the transition that you have been through, going from the unknown to the known. Your second house is the Page of Swords, so you are excited to, this is like, I'm actually seeing someone moving into a new place. Like, this is a new time to create, because look, there's also someone that's pulling a bunch of stuff out of the back of their trunk or something. So your third house, you have, okay, there's someone that's standing with an older mother figure, and they're actually standing at the water, and I think that there's just this congratulatory conversation that's happening. It's just the mother is basically recognizing the success that's happened. They're recognizing, because the beginning of this was related to the family growth, or the comfort in the family that you're seeing. This has to do with her just being like proud of what's happening. And there's something that she wants to get, actually, your father-in-law wants to give you something. And this could go on for a while, but I'm just gonna move on. Your fourth house is, so in your home right now, there's a lot of, you're trying to figure out like what a budget is, what you're planning, you're communicating with your partner about how to make things work. I also see someone that's like remodeling a space, but you're going over like a bunch of notepads together, and you're basically trying to make sure that you have, it looks like you're short on materials. So maybe this father-in-law in the previous house wants to help fix whatever is happening. So someone's gonna help fix whatever you're repairing. And then you have the Chariot in the fifth house, and that's just showing up as, this is also related to whatever it is that you're creating, whatever it is that you're building. There are a lot of people who are like working on a new home, and it feels like a first, like it's the first. There's some importance there. Okay, and there was actually, I don't know when this was coming through, there was someone who lost. Okay, so in your fifth house, of creativity in children. Someone actually lost a child. This came up in a recent reading that I did. So it's probably relative in some way. It feels very similar. And you're in a very cold place, whoever it is that's watching this. It's probably like, I'm seeing a lot of elevation. So I think that your father-in-law wants to give you guys something to help create this home that you're basically trying to build. In your 6th house of your body, that's just showing that, you know, you've lost this child. You have the Tower in the 6th house. So you're not really physically, I'm actually seeing someone who's having a hard time doing, just doing anything. So in your 7th house, you have the 3 of Cups, but it's showing that you have the support of your friends, you have the support of your family, and there is someone's gifting you, like, it looks like someone's gifting you a small cat, actually. Your 8th house, this is someone who someone's coming to you as a teacher, and they're teaching you certain methods, certain esoteric methods. Like maybe you're hiring a yoga instructor or someone to teach you how to meditate, or like just someone you're learning from. And actually, whoever this is, you're going to be enrolling in a program. You're going to be going to school for something you might not have ever expected. Again, that's the 8th house, the house of occult, mystery, sex, death. Your 9th house, here's that opportunity I was just talking about. Your 9th house of education. You're being given, this Page of Pentacles is giving you something, so you're about to start a new career, and you wouldn't have been able to do that had you not lost this child. Unfortunately, that works together. There you go, and you see you have the Sun in the 10th house, which is the house of your career. So you have complete fulfillment in your career. In your 11th house, this is your house of like colleagues. You obviously, the relationship between this 8 of Swords and this 6th house or 5th house is actually, okay, so we're going to try to finish this. This is the 3rd or 4th time I had to stop and restart this reading. There was just too much noise going on. That's what you get for living in an old building with paper-thin walls. Okay. So whoever this, okay, let's get back to the beginning of this reading. So it's about someone feeling like they had the Ace of Cups. You have children, you're comfortable, you're recognizing the growth you've made. You're no longer in a state of depression. But as I was pulling the houses, I was seeing that someone had a miscarriage. Maybe that's why you're finally, maybe you had multiple miscarriages until you were able to be at this place, which would make sense. And right now you're actually not working. I'm looking at your 11th house, and it's like you might be preparing to go back to work. That's what I'm seeing. And in your 12th house, it looks like someone's working with an attorney. Someone's working as an aide to an attorney. And if that's not you, just ignore it. This is the King of Cups in your 12th house. So some sort of someone who has love for you, some love is going to be seen. Something's going to be surfaced. It could just be like something that's secret that's being revealed. It's actually it seems like you're going to see someone who you used to know, and they're going to kind of, tell you that they have had something for you for some time. I don't know. I don't like to do love readings really, but that's really what's coming in. So let's get a couple more. Let's actually pull one from this deck. What does this is a Leo reading. What does Leo need to see? The 9 of Pentacles. Okay, that's a good card to see. So you basically just need to see what it is that you have to give. Like, you have a lot to give, and actually whatever you do, you're very skilled at it. So you struggle with like confidence in like I'm seeing someone who's like trying to create their books, trying to stack their books. They're trying to build their clientele. It looks like 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're trying to build probably a business, and this is coming after you've finally have this family life situated. And let's pull one from here. And then you have the 9 of Feathers, so the 9 of Swords, which says self-empowerment and perspective. So that's just basically kind of giving you a nudge. Basically, it's just confirming your skill set. So you're moving from this family life into like this workspace again. And this is specifically for someone who is a younger mother, and it's very feminine. There's not a lot of masculine energy here except for the father-in-law. And we'll keep it at that. That's your reading, Leo. Thank you so much.